Cameron says he will do whatever it takes to restore order to the streets after 4 nights of extensive rioting in major English cities. Good evening. It's almost been a week since the riots broke out over large parts of Britain, starting in London and travelling as far north to Liverpool and Manchester, where millions of pounds of damage has been caused and police demand has been stretched over the limits. Tonight we look at 4 main stories making the headlines of the rioting in Britain on this special edition of News at 10. And first we start tonight with a murder inquiry, as the deaths of 3 men in Birmingham have captured the tragedy of the unrest across the country. They were killed during another violent night of rioting and looting, trying to protect their businesses, when they were hit by a car which mounted the pavement. It happened in the northwest of the city in Winson Green. An 18-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of arson after a branch of Miss Selfridge was set on fire in the centre of Manchester on Tuesday night. A man dressed in a grey hoodie and carrying a sports bag appeared to reach through the smashed window of Miss Selfridge and set fire to a dress. He then calmly walks away holding what appears to be a lighter. Moments later, the shop is destroyed by fire. David Cameron says police will be allowed to use water cannon and plastic bullets to control riots after he admitted that things are badly wrong in our society. The Prime Minister said there was evidence that a more robust approach to policing had resulted in a much quieter night in London. After a meeting of the Emergency Committee Cobra, he said, "We needed a fight back, and a fight back is underway. It means contingency plans are now in place for water cannon to be available at 24 hours notice if the police need them." Until yesterday, the Home Secretary had ruled out bringing them to mainland Britain. Mr. Cameron was also asked about the London Mayor's calls for plans to cut police numbers to be reconsidered. He said he was told at yesterday's Cobra meeting that the police had what they needed to do the job. And finally this evening, it was an image that shocked much of Britain. The sight of a young student injured in the riots, having his bag looted by a gang that were pretending to help him. As Riot Hazik is now in hospital recovering, but some of his friends spoke and said despite his ordeal he is in good spirits. Here is a clip of the young student bleeding from the nose and then what seems like getting help from one of the rioters, until one of the gang rummage through his rucksack and then walk off with his possessions. And that's tonight's News at 10. We're back tomorrow. Goodbye.